It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the end. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Phoenix Suns. Looking at the Suns, they're coming in off a win in their last game against the Trailblazers at Moda Center. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset, riding high right now. And Devin Booker, the youngest player to ever score 70 in a single game. Shaq, how impressive is that?
You know, it's so impressive that even Kyrie Irving mentioned that Booker's got the it factor. Might set a few more records before it's done, Ernie.
Yeah, I believe so. In today's game, you can't have enough shooting. And Booker's also a pretty sneaky playmaker. Sneaky. Doesn't really show it all the time. Just sneaky.
You know who else has the it factor?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Oh.
We're going courtside. He's got the call.
We are live in Phoenix, Arizona, as the Suns are about to go into this interconference contest. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And for the Heat right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start on this road trip. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
And what you love about rivalry games, doesn't matter where the teams are in the standings. This is about pride.
Well, as much as guys talk about it and try to downplay it, we know what's at stake here. You get into the game, and then your emotions take over.
When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. Sure. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. Now here's Booker. After the miss from Goran Dragic, Jackson misses. Waiters outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Outside, Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now Johnson, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
Crafty getting into the lane. Johnson at his size weaves in and gets the contact and initiates it on the drive.
Here's Cannon. 11 points for him in that last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Miami with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. And that one, good.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him, firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Here's Cannon. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. Dragic against Warren. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Now, capable of defending a few different positions, the length of Johnson has really bothered shooters.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Waiters. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Jackson. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
So it's Miami now. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
Now here's Booker. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Here's Johnson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Johnson finds Waiters. Now here's Whiteside. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. Outside Dragic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dragic has got 5 now.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the 3-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
Booker against Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
No good on that one.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
Good on the second free throw.
What's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
Here's Cannon after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Cannon kicks to Ayton. Shoots a 3. Isaiah Cannon, and that's good. Cannon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete, but with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
Down low, here's Jackson. Misses off the left iron.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Some changes for Phoenix. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for T.J. Warren. And Miami with a change here, too. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Cannon, the pass to Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Here's Dragic after the Suns pick up 2. Over Booker. No good from Dragic. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Booker. The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Chandler comes in for Ayton, and it's Troy Daniels in for Cannon. The Heat also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Richardson, and it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Here's Wade, and he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Ariza kicks to Booker. Here's Wade, and that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. Wade's got his first 2 points.
Excellent use in the mid-range area. You know that's one of his favorite shots.
Daniels passes to Booker. Over Johnson. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 11 points.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Heat lead by 1. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Igor Kokoshkov. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. Listen, Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
And sometimes your poor shooting from the perimeter can dictate, it should dictate, that you go to the inside. Tonight, they didn't do it.
For Whiteside.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Just an incredible month of basketball. 10th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Here's Wade. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Right there, finishing through contact. Dwayne Wade finds a way to muscle that one in.
Booker looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively, him trying to get better, on the defensive end, he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
Both free throws good from Booker. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find,
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Johnson making eye contact with his teammate, and whoop, there goes the ball. He just annihilates the bucket there with that dunk.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 1, the Heat.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat, trailing by 2 and going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instills some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
First free throw is good.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And Wade drops them both. Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Daniels. Again, Phoenix.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
Wade gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Booker kicks to Daniels. It's Ariza on the wing. Shoots over Winslow, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And give him credit. Ariza wasn't a shooter coming out of UCLA. He is now.
Passes it to Wade. The 10-footer. And another basket for Miami.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson against Booker. Over Johnson. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Now here's Wade. It's all tied in Phoenix. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Almost 2 decades in the NBA for the veteran Tyson Chandler. He had this to say about Devin Booker.
I played with guys that were more athletic. I played with guys that were just shooters. You know, I played with guys that were great scorers. He kind of falls in between those. You know, he moves well without the ball. He plays well with the ball. He's a great scorer. He's not just a shooter.
You know, Greg, not many players have dropped 70 points in an NBA game. Devin Booker is among them.
And crazy, but he's still expanding his offensive repertoire. He's a scorer and he's a shooter.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Chandler out there with Holmes. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Winslow. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Olynyk. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And Booker kicks to Chandler. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Holmes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
How about Devin Booker scanning the floor and finding the right option?
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson against Booker. Pass to Olynyk. Feeds it to Winslow. Ellington from outside, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. T.J. Warren comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney McGruder's checked in for the Heat. The Suns trail. Booker finds Chandler. Shoots over Olynyk. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Bounce pass from Ellington. McGruder buries the long-range jumper. McGruder's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Johnson. Got a piece of it. They recover it, and they pick up 2. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here is Ellington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A shot by Johnson, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Booker against Johnson. To the paint. Here's Ellington. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. And the Heat lead by 4.
Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his 2nd season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. Now here's Booker. 16 points for him. To the middle, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
And Kokoshkov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Phoenix with the ball, following the 3 by Miami that went in. Booker against Johnson. Poked away for the 3. Chandler, and Winslow pulls it down. The Heat leading by 5. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Ellington. Here's the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Toronto. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Heat, they find themselves in 4th place.
And when you look at Miami, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
The James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Booker. It's stolen by Johnson. Richardson with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Right side, no good.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And here is Warren. His last outing with 20 points. Knocked away and stolen by Richardson. He kicks it to Dragic, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Dragic has got 9 points.
Yeah, Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
Knocked loose. Pulls up. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. And they always attempt to wear you out.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Cannon kicks to Jackson. Outside Warren. Pass to Ayton. To stop the drought. And off the glass. That one's good. The Heat leading by 9. Waiters surveying the D. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. Inside, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court. and explosive.
Here's Cannon after the made shot from Goran Dragic, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, Richaun Holmes comes in for Josh Jackson, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for T.J. Warren. And Miami also making a switch. Wade's checked in. So it's Phoenix now. 9-point game. Here's Ariza. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Wade outside. Dragic left side. Clock at 6. Johnson down low. Holmes on him. Shot by Johnson, no good. Suns have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Cannon. Pass to Ayton. Kicks to Ariza. That three off the mark. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. And the Suns call time here.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Switch here. Adebayo's checked in.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Goran Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
Suns trail by 13. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Daniels, an 11-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. And it's Ariza in the corner, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here is Daniels. Wade is covering. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Ariza. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations. And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Here's Adebayo. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Wade kicks to Adebayo. Waiters right side. Back to Adebayo. Goes up on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Ayton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here's Dragic, guarded closely.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
It's stolen by Johnson. Holmes with the steal. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Miami ahead, up by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you guys are in control right now. How's that happen?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
You guys are built for this, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 16 points and 2 assists. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, we saw why D-Wade is still relevant in this league. He has that it factor. More strong than quick now, but still has a little burst. Knows how to get a shot, and in the first half, it was falling, baby.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
On the court for the Heat, down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the small forward. And it's the Suns with the ball. After Dion Waiters' miss, it's good. Cannon's got 5 now.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Here's Dragic. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Cannon kicks to Warren. It's tipped.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
There's the pass to Dragic. Oh, Whiteside in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some style.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Jackson finds Warren. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
I like to see Jackson with these kind of plays, getting into the paint and then getting a little bit more creative with the scoring opportunity.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Josh Jackson. The Heat have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
Both free throws good from Dragic. Phoenix calls timeout.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
This break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. DeAndre Ayton is number 1.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint, ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Cannon kicks to Booker. Out to the wing. Cannon looking over the floor. Over Whiteside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Cannon's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 12. Brett, over the last couple seasons, we've seen some very scary leg injuries. Isaiah Cannon's being one of them.
Yeah, Cannon, Gordon Hayward, Paul George, all the kind of plays that you really don't want to watch a replay on, and the road to that kind of recovery becomes very, very difficult, and it becomes the mental game. These kind of injuries are hard to avoid, but getting back on the floor is something we all are rooting for Isaiah Cannon.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for 8. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. Rodney McGruder comes in for Dion Waiters. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Heat. Heat moving the ball around. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. Here's Chandler. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about Chandler muscling his way through that time and focusing on still converting?
Now here's Dragic. Another shot. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Jackson misses.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Here's Richardson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Suns trail by 10. Jackson misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Richardson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc.
All those hours in the offseason working on the catch-and-shoot jumper, it pays off there. And he shoots it with confidence. It looks good.
Here's Booker. He's got 16. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Ellington comes in for Richardson. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Miami leading by 10. Now here's Ellington. Johnson outside. Passes to Olynyk. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 6 points for Kelly Olynyk.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
And the Suns call time here. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat, 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor-spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
Checked in for the Suns.
And looking now at some numbers for Cannon, how's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity. But I think he's got a good chance.
Lots of room. That one, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Jackson kicks to Cannon. Jackson down low, covered by Winslow, and Jackson gets it to go.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Now here's Ellington. Defense right on him. Here's Magruder. Count it. Good. Magruder's got 5 points so far.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Ariza outside. Booker left side. Here's Cannon. Olynyk is covering. The offensive rebound. Miami leading by 13. Johnson outside. Ellington the pass to Olynyk. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Chandler. Booker with no one around. Rebound by the Heat.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily he bricked the mid-range.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, the defense right up on him, and Tyler Johnson just stays focused to sink that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Booker, 19 points in the game, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. Troy Daniels comes in for Cannon. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Johnson. Here's Booker. Plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility, especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And of course the Suns, they just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And seeing where the Suns are, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
And Phoenix has possession after the Heat pick up 2. Shot clock at 5. Here's Chandler. Chandler. It's good on the putback.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the board.
Now here's Winslow. He kicks to Wade. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Cannon's checked in.
Your Suns, Isaiah Cannon.
Booker against Wade. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. The Heat third.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow. Rebounded by Holmes.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Ariza kicks to Cannon. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. And the Suns get it back. Back to Cannon from deep. He can't get it to go. Miami leading by 13. Pass to Winslow. Wade with it. Winslow with it. Wade right side. Nice D from Chandler. And so it's Canaan who will bring it up for the Suns. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the layup's good off the glass. Cannon's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
For 3, Ellington. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Basket counts. Holmes got his 2nd basket of the night.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
The 17-footer. Wade can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Cannon. He's got 9. Chandler outside. Ariza has the open look. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Heat leading by 12. Winslow finds Olynyk. Back to Winslow. From 12 feet out, Ariza with the rebound. From deep, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Miami, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Booker and Ariza filling out the wings. Rashawn Holmes out there with Ayton. And it's Chandler in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Ayton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. To the paint. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Waiters. Richardson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Miami. Chandler against Dragic. And with that, the Heat lead is cut back down to 12 as they get that one from Chandler.
Chandler skilled on the inside. Not many defenders are going to match up with his size down there.
Dragic against Chandler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Heat also with the sub. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And here's Warren for 3.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
Baseline J on the way. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Warren uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ariza kicks to Booker. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat leading by 12. Johnson with it. Now defended by Warren. Johnson dishes to Dragic, and it's blocked. Raiders against Ariza. There's the pass to Holmes. Johnson over to help. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Dragic. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 10. And the lead is down inside single digits. Booker's got 23.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Timeout called the Heat.
And they let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Some changes for Phoenix. Jackson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Trevor Ariza. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
They get it again. Here's Waiters. The Heat keeping it alive. Fresh 24.
Now here's a memo. You have to box out Whiteside or he'll burn you with the putback jam.
Cannon, the pass to Booker. Ayton kicks to Cannon. Excellent D there from Waiters. The Heat leading by 10. Launches it. And it's Waiters again missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Jackson passes to Cannon. Richardson against Jackson. Pass to Warren. From deep. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 11 points for T.J. Warren. For Miami, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Richardson gets a wide open look. The Heat rebound. Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
James Johnson is tough. I mean, he just plays tough. It's impressive. Good at finding ways to draw contact.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, like a 5-tool baseball player, James Johnson's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything for his team.
Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 8. Cannon kicks to Jackson. Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw dropped for Goran Dragic. Both free throws good from Dragic. And it's Cannon with the ball for the Suns. 7-point differential. Jackson finds Warren. Not really his range, and it's off target. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Johnson.
So huge for this offense if Johnson can be consistent with that jump shot. When he's connecting from deep, just eases everything up.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now here's Dragic. Waiters outside over Booker, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And because he likes to handle the ball, Waiters is dynamite in the pick and roll.
Outside Jackson. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Richardson against Warren. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
He misses the free throw. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, he's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Kicks it to Ayton. Warren against Johnson. From beyond the arc. And the shot by Warren, no good. The Heat leading by 10. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Whiteside. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's just a mindset right there from James Johnson. You challenge him in the painted area all you want. He's going to go right back at you.
Cannon can't hit. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Josh Jackson. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brains
to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Here's Cannon. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Johnson against Warren. Cannon kicks to Warren. It's stolen by Dragic. And here's Richardson. Back to Dragic. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though.
Take a break.
And
Take a
now
break.
in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Suns trail by 16. Here's Cannon. Outside Warren. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Dragic the pass to Whiteside. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Ayton. He's covered by Whiteside. Here's Cannon. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout called. The Suns. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
We get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Goran Dragic.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Their previous 2 games have been losses, so something had to change to get them going again. And he provided that spark, giving them a huge jolt of energy. Here's Cannon. And Booker kicks to Cannon. Warren on the wing. Richardson cover. 13 feet away. That one wide left.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Dragic. Oh, Whiteside in position. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ayton.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
Group shot.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a second-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Cannon, the pass to Booker. Right side Jackson. He kicks to Cannon. Johnson against Warren. Over Richardson. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now here's Wade. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Goran Dragic.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And here are the Suns now. After the missed 3 from Goran Dragic, back to Jackson to end the cold streak. It's hauled in by Richardson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Dragic. Now the pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Doesn't go for him. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.